Hello from San Antonio, this is Siren Tarot. Welcome back to another Pick a Card reading. Who can't stop thinking about you? This reading is timeless, and for this reading there are 4 different piles to choose from. This is pile 1. This is pile 2. This is pile 3. And this is pile 4. Take a deep breath and pick your pile. If you chose pile 1, here is your reading. For my Shuffle Harder deck, As de Oros, Ace of Pentacles, Rey de Espadas, King of Swords, Tres de Bastos, 3 of Wands, and Reina de Copas, Queen of Cups. So already for pile 1, I am seeing a relationship here. So you probably know exactly who this is because it's very likely that you're in a relationship. Cat Black's Golden Tarot. The Emperor, 8 of Cups, Ten of Coins, 10 of Pentacles, King of Swords. I'm seeing a very energetic connection. This is not the energy of a crush or someone you're just in minimal contact with. I'm seeing a lot of communication, a lot of feelings, a lot of energy, a lot of stuff. The Debray version of the Rider-Waite. I'm seeing a lot of stuff. I mean, for the best reading, you really have to pick one narrative and stick to it. I mean, this could be someone who's going through a divorce. This could be multiple party. This could be third party. This could be an ex. This could be someone that you have discussed marriage with. Once I have all of the cards laid out, I'll make an executive decision and I'll just go with the narrative that makes the most sense. 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups. So this is probably a spiritual connection. It's very likely you regard this person as a soulmate or a twin flame. Page of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, This is someone you've probably had arguments about money with. So I feel like you have shared a home. You've lived together. Or it could be that you're arguing. I see specks and it drives me crazy. I never use this deck. I've had this Debray Tarot in a box under the bed for months. Oops. You could be arguing because you live at a distance and you want this person to get on a plane and come see you, or you want to get on a plane and go see them. Money could be an issue here. Once I get all the cards, I'll try to articulate a coherent, concise narrative. But this is a bit of a mess. Okay. Six of Cups, definitely a spiritual connection, and I do see mutuality. So this is not one-sided. This is not one person obsessing over someone who they haven't really talked to. This is mutual. I see mutuality. I see exchange. I see reciprocity. Oh my God. Two of Cups again. King of Pentacles. Okay. A bit of a mess, so I'm going to stick to one narrative. There's no way it's going to resonate with everyone. This is not a personal reading. Obviously, this is a pick a card reading for a vast unseen collective. Either it's your story or it isn't. This is the story that I'm going to go with. This is someone you have discussed marriage with. You've discussed sharing a life, creating a family. Words of love have been exchanged. This is not minimal. This is not sexting. This is not just a sexual attraction. It's not an infatuation. I'm seeing people who have a lot in common. I'm seeing a relationship. And I'm going to read this as a long distance relationship. I'm going to read this as two people who either haven't met in person yet, or you've only met a couple of times maybe, because distance is a factor. I'm seeing a lot of distance. So you could be in different countries, on different continents. You could have an ocean between you, but I'm seeing distance. I'm seeing very passionate communication, but there have been periods of time where the two of you have decided mutually not to talk. You decide to separate. It could be at some point you blocked each other on social media. There's a lot of heat, a lot of fire, and that's passion, and it's also anger. Poor communication, misunderstandings. One of you feeling like you're all in, you're invested. The other person may go through periods of overthinking, ambivalence. They're not sure they really want to invest in this because it is serious. It's not casual. I'm not seeing a flirtation here. So this person who can't stop thinking about you is someone you've had a lot of communication with. Serious communication. I see two people who have discussed marriage. And this person, if you told them at some point, I see you as my twin flame, I see you as my divine masculine, the emperor is the divine masculine, I don't see them freaking out over that because you're pretty much on the same page. You both see this as a very intense connection. This person could really be entrenched in the 3D, in their ego right now. I'm seeing a workaholic who has a lot of responsibilities. They could be in a managerial position. They could have employees that work for them. They could own a company. They could have children from a previous marriage, and they take their role as parent very seriously. They could have joint custody with an ex or a soon-to-be ex. This person's really complicated. They've got a lot going on in their energy, in their natal chart. One possible astral combo for this person is Sun in Aries, Moon in Cancer, Gemini rising. They could have Mercury in Taurus. Mercury's always in the same sign as your sun or the sign before or after. I'm seeing a very stubborn individual. It's pretty much their way or the highway. They could be a control freak. I'm seeing very heavy, dense, masculine energy regardless of their gender. I just took a Claritin. Thanks, San Antonio. It's like I said in the pick a card I uploaded hours ago, the messages from aliens. I am trying to manifest a move to Las Vegas. It's not going to be anytime soon, but hopefully in the next 2-3 years I can move to Las Vegas. The desert, that's really good. If you have any kind of allergies, if you have asthma. I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico for years, but trying to move to Vegas. Okay, so I'm seeing someone who's very rigid, not flexible. And probably they are the one who initiates contact. There could be times when you contact them and it goes straight to voicemail, or they don't respond to your text right away. They like to initiate contact, is what I'm seeing. They can't stop thinking about you, but what are they thinking? They're thinking that it's very difficult with you. They are thinking romantic thoughts. I would say more romantic than sexual, although obviously there is a sexual attraction here. Romantic thoughts, but also they're feeling pessimistic. They're thinking it's impossible, we're never going to make it work. It could be that you're both very driven, very ambitious, very goal-oriented, and it would be a big deal for either one of you to just pick up and move, especially if you're in different countries. That's a huge deal to move to another country, especially at this time. Timeless reading, but yeah. You could both be really rooted in your communities with a lot going on. You could both be single parents. You probably both have a lot of masculine energy in your natal charts. You probably both have a lot of air and fire, but I am seeing water. You could have a sun-moon conjunction, one example of many, and tidal or 5 degrees or less. One example of many. Say this person has their sun at 11 Aries and you have your moon at 13 Aries. That's a tight conjunction. You see that with soulmates. You could have sun in Cancer, moon in Cancer. Of course, the Queen of Cups, that's water. That's Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, but I'm picking up strong Cancer vibes for pile 1. Now I'll go to the dice. We have 4 Aquarius, 2 Cancer the moon, 4 and 2, that's 6 Venus. There is love here, that's quite obvious. Another 2. Yeah, you probably have something going on with your moons. Moon synastry, the conjunction. Oh, this rarely happens. We have 2 pairs. 2 2s, 2 4s. 2 6s, 2 2s, 2 4s. That's really good. Strong attraction, but this is spiritual. This is a deeply felt connection. consonants. I said consonants. I guess my mind was scattered when I was doing the messages from aliens because those are vowels. Yeah, could be an X. Jacks. One or both of you could have been born in the year of the ox. Soap. I know it's very silly, but when I see soap, I think of Virgo. When I see soup, I think of Cancer. That's all I want to spell out. Poe, Edgar Allan Poe. Poe was a Capricorn. He was very dark. He was very serious. Poe was an addict. I feel like if this person's addicted to anything, it's work. I feel like they're a workaholic. Josie's on a vacation far away. Come around and talk it over. I just want to use your love tonight. I don't want to lose your love tonight. Perhaps this person drives a Jeep, but I really don't think so. They could drive a Jeep, but I see them driving something more like a Mercedes or a BMW. Okay, now we shall consult the charms. Vowel, 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 vowel. Consonant, vowel, 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 vowel. Oh, I still have a card from the alien reading. That alien reading must have really scrambled my brain. Damn. The High Priestess, that's Cancer from my Bow Tarot deck. Okay. Now we have this Fisher-Price pig. We have Freddy Fazbear from Five Nights at Freddy's. This Hoot Owl ring. This Classico tomato and basil pasta sauce. We do have Libra. And I'm seeing balance here. Again, Libra and then 2. Look at that. 2 of Cups again. 3 times it's shown up. The Tower and 2 of Cups. I'm seeing mutuality, reciprocity. This person could be going through a divorce, or you could be going through a divorce. So there's a lot at stake. I'm trying to go beyond the obvious, like, oh, year of the pig, and someone likes pizza, someone likes pasta. I'm trying to go deeper with the charms. Marriage, yeah, that's obvious. A ring. But there is a lot at stake. There are a lot of pieces to this puzzle. There's a lot of stuff to figure out. This is very deep. It's very heavy. It's very adult. It's very likely if the 2 of you are trying to work things out and get married, it's not going to be a first marriage. It's going to be a second or third marriage for both of you. And that's absolutely not to knock it. I mean, my mom is on her third and final marriage, and the man she's married to, they've been married since 1999. Her third husband, it's his third marriage as well. They finally got it right the third time. The third time is a charm in their case. So that's what I have for pile 1. If that resonates, do let me know. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. Check out my numerous playlists. Muchas gracias. And if you chose pile 2, here is your reading. Shuffle Harder, one of my mini decks available at makeplaincards.com. El Colgado, the Hanged Man. Judgment. El Loco, the Fool. As de Espadas, Ace of Swords. I always say when the Ace of Swords comes out, you can really trust this information. It's coming out correct. The energy's flowing. It's valid. Usual disclaimer applies, of course. This is a pick a card reading for a vast, unseen collective. It's going to be your story, or nope, not at all. Already I'm seeing a lot of blockage. I mean, hell, we have 3 major arcana. Pisces, Sagittarius, Aquarius. A lot of overthinking. Okay, Cat Black Skoden Tarot. Who can't stop thinking about you? Yeah, a lot of overthinking. Obsessive thinking. But fear-based thinking. Someone who is overly concerned with the opinions of others. Someone who tries to please everyone and ends up pleasing no one. The Empress. 4 of Coins. The Tower. The World. This person is clearly not balanced. This is obsessive thinking. They're stuck in a rut. They're feeling powerless over their life, over their circumstances. They feel like they can't move forward. They feel super attached to you, but they feel blocked. You may have literally blocked this person on social media at some point. The Debray Tarot. Page of Wands. The Chariot. All this major arcana. This is crazy. Death. Ace of Wands. This is someone who is sexually obsessed with you. I can see them looking at your pictures. You've probably sexted at some point. These over here. Yeah, I can see you blocking this person. They came on really strong, really thirsty. This is fuckboy energy. Yeah. If this is a woman, she could overcompensate with her sexuality. She puts a lot of focus on her appearance and her sexuality. And that's just how she plays it. 6 of Wands. 4 of Swords. This person is not at peace. 9 of Cups, 3 of Swords. Regardless of their gender, this person is obsessed with you. They're very sexually drawn to you. It's not healthy. It's not balanced. They're super attached. They want to come towards you. They want to manifest a relationship, but I feel like you have blocked this person because they came on way too strong. It may have been to the point where you had to change your phone number. It may be that bad. And I never say anything like that, but I'm getting extreme obsessive energy for pile 2. I'm also seeing energy vampire. Okay. This person is not letting go. They are very energetically attached to you. I don't see that they gave you much beyond sexual attention, sexually explicit messages, sexting, pictures. I don't see two people who have much in common. I don't see what there is to talk about beyond the sex. Oh my God, I love your pictures. Thanks. What can I do with this information? You find me really sexually appealing. Well, I'm not going to just get with you and have sex. So what else are we talking about here? What kind of music do you like? What do you do in your spare time? I don't know, hobbies, interest. I can see you being confused by this person's attention. You may be mystified. Why would you want me so much? Why are you so focused on me? I'm ordinary. I'm average. Where is this all coming from? I need to take a few deep breaths and maybe drink a bottle of Fiji water after looking at these cards. This is just really, I don't know. So, unlike pile 1, I don't see you being in a relationship with this person. This could have been someone who just came out of left field on your Instagram or Facebook, just started messaging you, just DMing the fuck out of you. Do people still exchange phone numbers in clubs? I guess. Maybe you met this person in a club. Maybe you got with this person and you thought it was going to be a hit it and quit it, a one-night stand, but they're wanting more. But it's weird because all this major arcana, and I don't see two people who have much in common. The synastry is probably terrible. You probably have a lot of non-aspects because I only count major aspects. I don't count the stuff like the semi-sextiles or a wide orb of more than 10 degrees. I look at tight orbs and I look at major aspects like the conjunction, the opposition, the trine, the square. The sextile tends to be pretty mediocre. You probably have really mediocre or just terrible synastry, not a lot of aspects. You could have one aspect that's just off the charts. You could have a really tight Mars-Venus square, opposition, or conjunction. And this person is basing their fascination with you, their obsession on sex, on sexual attraction is what I'm getting for pile 2. A possible astro combo for this person, I feel like they got a lot of stuff in the 12th house. So, for example, they could have Sun in Pisces, Aries rising, which would make them a 12th houser, Sun in Pisces, Aries rising, Moon in Aquarius, something like that. They could have a lot of stuff in the 12th house. Their sun, their moon, their Mercury, Mars, Venus, but you probably have really strong Mars-Venus synastry. You could also have Pluto-Moon. Your Pluto could be on this person's moon. It could be a tight conjunction, and they're obsessed with you. That's very common with Moon Pluto. But again, I'm not seeing a relationship. This person could be delusional. I'm getting stalker vibes. Okay, the dice. Three, Jupiter, Sagittarius. 5, Mercury, which rules Gemini. And Virgo, 3 and 5, that's 8. Saturn, Capricorn, 6. Venus, strong sexual attraction, another 3. So 2 6s. And 6 and 3, that's 9. Mars, Aries. A lot of lust. That's really random. That's really random, but I could hear this person saying they want to see a picture of you in your PJs. That can be cute if you're in a relationship with someone. Send me a picture of you in your PJs, but I don't feel like you're in a relationship, so. Oh, it's way too much. Paw. I feel like this person was born in the year of the dog. This person could collect vinyl, record albums. They could be into video games. Joe. Yeah, seeing a lot of sexting. I feel like this person grew up with really strict parents who made them go to church a lot. Could have been brought up Baptist, Catholic, Church of Christ, I don't know, something similar. And now that they're in adulthood, they're just kind of going crazy because they were so repressed when they were younger. Maybe they wanted to have sex when they were a teenager, but they weren't able to. Whatever the case may be, they have a really, really strong libido. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go to the charms. This horse shows up a lot. Three of Swords, Page of Pentacles. I feel like you have rejected this person and they took it pretty hard. This is a toilet pendant that I got at eBay years ago because the first novel I wrote, Nova's Gone Potty, it's about a chick who spent so much time on the toilet with chronic constipation that her toilet started talking to her in Ozzy Osbourne's voice. Stand up then. This elephant, Ganesha. If this is a male, I feel like he has an exceptionally large penis, hung like a horse, as they say. I guess elephants have large penises. I would assume they do. They could be into porn. They could have a porn addiction. But that's what I have for pile 2. If that resonates, please let me know. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. Check out my numerous playlist, muchas gracias. And if you chose pile 3, here is your reading. Shuffle Harder, one of my mini decks available at makeplayingcards.com. Reina de Espadas, the Queen of Swords. Siete de Espadas, 7 of Swords. Diez de Bastos, 10 of Wands. Cinco de Oros, 5 of Pentacles. This person works their ass off. They don't believe in law of attraction. They don't believe you can just sit around and meditate and listen to binaural beats and write in a manifestation journal. They're very old school. They're very entrenched in the 3D. And they think if you want to make money, you have to work. And they work their ass off. Okay. Cat Black's Golden Tarot. The energy I'm getting is the Tom Cruise character in Rain Man. You know, Tom Cruise, the actor, he's a Cancer, but I feel like the character he played in Rain Man was probably a Capricorn with Scorpio rising. No, Capricorn with Aries rising and Moon in Aquarius. Yeah. So that character was born into a wealthy family, but his dad was an asshole and he disowned him. And so Tom Cruise's character went off and made his own fortune, but he worked his ass off and he was very emotionally unavailable to his girlfriend. And then his dad dies and he goes and hears the will, and his dad left everything to this brother that Tom Cruise didn't know about, Dustin Hoffman, Rain Man, this autistic brother who had been kept in this home all these years. That's who inherited the father's estate. So I'm getting a very aggressive, bitter energy from this person. I feel like they could have come from privilege. They could have been born into a wealthy family, but they're not in a good relationship with their father. They could be estranged from their father. Nothing was handed to this person. Although they grew up in privilege, they have had to make their own way. They've had to fight for whatever they have. Two of Cups. You could regard this person as a divine masculine, possibly a divine feminine, but I'm getting very strong masculine energy here, regardless of gender. Three of Wands. Yeah, this person's really aggro. Three of Coins. Queen of Coins. They're all about the bottom line. They're all about the coin. They take their money extremely seriously. Not lazy. Very driven. Very goal-oriented. The Debray Tarot deck. And And they can absolutely be an asshole. They can be very rude, very emotionally unavailable, very dismissive. Oh, that flipped out. Temperance, they're not balanced because they're very focused on their job and their relationships are falling by the wayside. They are spiritually impoverished. Page of Swords, I feel like your communication's pretty minimal. Eight of Swords, but you feel really attached to this person. Knight of Wands. I see them being very blunt in their communication, very lusty, very sexual. Okay, I'm feeling sexual, I'm feeling horny, I'm feeling thirsty, let's talk. But they're not emotionally available. Strong masculine energy here. A possible astro combo for this person is Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Capricorn, Sagittarius rising. And they probably have their Mars in a masculine sign, like Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Although technically, I mean, Capricorn is feminine. I have Mars in Capricorn, and that's a very masculine energy. Mars is exalted in Capricorn, and Mars in Capricorn can be very aggressive, very blunt, very bottom line, very much about the 3D. I don't see this person being on a spiritual path at all. They could be an atheist, possibly an agnostic. Very serious. They don't laugh much. I'm seeing a very dry, dark sense of humor. If you're ever on a vacation with this person, they're constantly on their phone. I don't see them being like a scattered fuck boy in their energy, though. If they're on their phone, it's not because they're communicating with someone else. It's because they're checking their PayPal or their bank account, or they're looking to see how their gold is doing. I don't know. They buy gold bars, they invest, stocks, bonds. They're checking on their money constantly. Maybe they sell stuff on eBay. They're all business. They only want one person because they don't want any bullshit complications, but they don't show up emotionally, is what I'm getting. Oh, I forgot this deck. I hope I didn't forget this for pile 2. I don't think I did. Eight of Cups, Queen of Cups. You probably have a lot more water in your natal chart. Ace of Wands. Yeah, they're very sexual. Three of Wands. But if this is a man, he's very old school. To be blunt, I mean, if this is a man, I don't feel like bringing you to orgasm is really a priority for him. He may not perform cunnilingus at all. If this is a heterosexual relationship, if you're a woman watching for a man, he may not even go there. As long as he's having his orgasms, it's all good in the hood. There could be some BDSM. He's the dom, you're the sub. You probably have a lot of water in your natal chart. A possible astro combo, if you chose pile 3, you could have Sun in Cancer, Scorpio rising, Moon in Cancer. It's a lot of water. Just calling out possibilities, but I feel like you and this person probably have a lot of squares and oppositions in your synastry. There's probably a profound lack of understanding between the two of you. 2, Cancer, the moon. I don't feel like you have good moon synastry because I'm seeing a lack of understanding here. 4, Aquarius. The moon does not do well in Aquarius. I mean, going by the textbook, the moon in Aquarius is very cold. We have 6, Venus. 3, Jupiter, Sagittarius. Another 6. We have 2 6s, and then we have 9, Mars, Aries. Yes, they could be an alcoholic. They could drink to take the edge off. They could drink to deal with things. But they're absolutely a workaholic. There's no doubt about that. Jail. They may have been in jail at one time. I see them being in a kind of spiritual jail. You know. Spirit Ditch. That's the song for pile 3. Spirit Ditch. Cannot think of the name, but you put Spirit Ditch in YouTube, the guy will come up. He committed suicide. So that's real cheery. Well, it's a reality, you know. It's a reality of planet Earth. Dirt. This person may make you feel like dirt. I don't feel like they take your feelings into consideration most of the time. They could be obsessed with art. Collecting art, perhaps. Maybe they like to watch boxing, Muhammad Ali. I don't know any of the new boxers. Merriweather, I don't know. Okay, the charms. Oh, consonants. And vowels. Floyd Merriweather. There could be an age gap. Also, this person's mother may have abandoned him when he was younger. He may have been raised by an aunt or a grandmother, perhaps, or a foster parent. Junkyard dog. This person has had to fight to survive. They've had to overcome some considerable obstacles. This person's very healthy. I can see them working out in the gym. They have a lot of stamina. They feel that they're good at sex, but if they're not really concerned with your orgasms, that's not very good. That's the Eiffel Tower. Maybe they live in Paris. Maybe they travel a lot for work. 6 of Cups, they could regard you as a soulmate, but they're very blocked. They have major heart chakra blockage. The Hanged Man. They don't know how to access the higher chakras. They're simply not on a spiritual path, but they work their ass off. 10 of Wands, 6 of Wands, and this person's very sexual. So that's what I have for pile 3. If that resonates, feel free to let me know. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, clicking the bell for notifications. Muchas gracias. And if you chose pile 4, here is your reading. Shuffle Harder, one of my mini decks available at makeplayingcards.com. The link is included in each and every description box. El Mundo, the world. Diez de Oros, 10 of Pentacles. Cuatro de Bastos, Four of Wands. Siete de Bastos, Seven of Wands. Okay. Cat Black's Golden Tarot. Strength. I'm already seeing Leo because the world is the fixed modality. Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. Strength, Leo, Wands, Leo. Seven of Wands in some decks. I think in the Thoth, Seven of Wands is Mars and Leo. They could have Sun and Mars and Leo. Ace of Cups. Two of Swords. You have not spoken to this person in quite some time. Months, years in some cases. The Debray Tarot. Wheel of Fortune. Nine of Wands. You've known this person for years. Justice. Ten of Pentacles. I see this person being unhappily married. So this is probably third party. They are stuck in a miserable marriage and they can't stop thinking about you. This is someone you have known for years. This is someone you very likely regard as a soulmate, and it's mutual. You both regard each other as soulmates, possibly twin flames. A possible astral combo for this person is Sun and Leo, Sagittarius rising, Mars and Mercury in Leo, Moon and Virgo. Those are just possibilities. You could have Sun in Libra, Cancer rising, Moon in Taurus, just possibilities. You probably have very energetic synastry. A lot of aspects, a lot of tight orbs, squares, conjunctions, oppositions. Yeah. I tend to see the sextiles as mediocre, but you probably have a blend. You have sextiles, you have, and trines. Yeah, trines can be kind of sibling-like brother, sister. But you could have a nice balance. You could have the sextiles, the trines, the squares, oppositions. There's just a lot going on, I feel like, in your synastry. You probably grew up in the same town. You were raised in a similar way. I feel like you have shared values and interest. You know each other. You've known each other for years. Okay. And this person is not happy in their marriage. They're not contacting you. They don't feel comfortable contacting you right now. There's a very strong sexual attraction, definitely a spiritual connection. Yeah, we have Ten of Pentacles twice. All these marriage cards, Ten of Pentacles twice, and Justice. If this person is married, I feel like the person they're married to is very controlling. They're watching their every move. Even if they wanted to be in contact with you, it wouldn't really be possible. They're in this marriage and they have a lot of responsibilities. They have the marriage, they have children, they have a very demanding career, and I feel like this is a family person. They could have aging parents that they're helping care for. I'm seeing a very kind, compassionate person. This person has a huge heart. They love everyone. They're everyone's best friend. Like that guy in the movie from the early 80s, An Officer and a Gentleman, the guy who, not to be morbid, but he ended up killing himself, but he was seeing this girl while he was going through the officer program in Washington State. he was going through the program and he met this local girl and they had sex and he got her pregnant. Not really. I mean, she lied about the pregnancy because she wanted to marry him, but he felt like he needed to marry her. So, and he was just a really good guy. He was a very loving character. He was best friends with the main character, Richard Gere, played by Richard Gere. Anyway, this person has a huge heart, and they could be guilt-tripped into staying in this unhealthy, unhappy marriage. They feel really responsible for the person they're married to. The person they're married to is very likely economically dependent on them. So this person's not an asshole. They're not a sociopath or a psychopath. They care about people to their own detriment. I don't see this person being selfish at all. I don't see them doing what they want to do. Okay. The dice. Four, Aquarius. 5, Gemini. Mercury, which rules Gemini and Virgo. 9, Mars, Aries. I'm not getting Aries vibes at all. 2, Cancer, the moon. 6, Venus. 1, Leo, and another 6. So 2 6s. I feel like you are 2 6s. That's a 7. No, it's not. It's a 6. Oh, God, my brain. It's getting bad. That is a 6 and that is a 6. It's not an obvious match. The two of you are not an obvious match, but you're an energetic match. And the connection the two of you have, it makes sense to the two of you. It doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. Okay. PX. The military. Oops. Picks. If you and this person have sexted, I feel like that's pretty minimal. That's not the nature of this relationship. I mean, I feel like you grew up together. So this is not someone you just met on social media and there was just this amazing sexual connection. Pixie. Dixie, maybe one or both of you are from the deep south, Alabama, Mississippi, whatever. Maybe you made a sex tape together at some point, but I really don't think so. I think this person is pretty conservative and sensible. LA. Opal is the October birthstone. Libra and Scorpio. Okay. Oh, there's only the one L, so I can't do that. I was going to do Allie. Okay. You are this person's ideal. They feel like you are their person. LAX, the airport in Los Angeles. This person could be living in another country, not the country of their birth. So that is what I have for pile 4, and that does conclude this pick a card reading. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. Sending you all massive love and light from San Antonio.